So next is the Pika Cup. This is a cup in Stadium that is for Pokemon between the levels of 15 and 20. And because that is the only requirement, you can actually get some pretty powerful Pokemon at the level around 16. So let's look at them. First of all, Raichu is pretty easy to get, just using a Thunderstone on a Pikachu. That Thunder Wave and Thunderbolt attacks are going to be really useful. Also, if you're an opponent that's a little bit faster than you, you can get some quick damage on them with Quick Attack, and try to protect yourself with Reflect if you're up against a really physical team. Raichu is a really fast Pokemon, so it's a really great lead for a lot of battles, just so you can set up that Thunder Wave, and then if you need to swap, you can. But otherwise, you can pretty much stay in and get off some pretty heavy Thunderbolts because its special attack is also pretty high. Or special stat, rather. Arcanine's another one that you can just use a stone on and evolve it up pretty early on. That Dragon Rage is going to be very useful, considering that most Pokemon are going to have really low HP, so Dragon Rage is always going to be a guaranteed 2-hit KO. Then you just have really heavy hitting moves like Stab, Fire Blast, and Hyper Beam that are really going to utilize that high attack stat and get a lot of easy knockouts. Nidoking's another one. It's a Stage 2 Pokemon that you can use. And again, you have that Stab Earthquake that is just going to decimate a lot of stuff just because there are so many poison Pokemon in Gen 1 that are weak to it. Alakazam, you can trade it over, get it right at level 16, which is great for this. Again, it's another really fast Pokemon that can get a Thunder Wave off, so it's a really great lead. Even if you're not really looking to get set up, you can just start firing off Stab Psychics, and you're going to deal a ton of damage because Alakazam has an enormous special stat that you can really utilize to get Okos pretty early in the game. Starmie, one of the best Pokemon in Gen 1. You can actually use it in this format. Just catch a low-level Staryu, use a Water Stone on it, and you're pretty much going to use the same kind of coverage that you use in everything else, except that this Starmie doesn't actually have Recover. Not that it really needs it anyway when you're in the Pika Cup. And then Clefable is just kind of going to be a bulky coverage Pokemon, just in case you don't have a good third entry going into a match. So you can just use all those coverage moves. You have Stab Hyper Beam in there as a last ditch effort to try to get off some KOs. And there you go. This is pretty much the most solid team I could easily obtain. There are a lot of shenanigans you can try to pull off to get some other stuff like Machamp, but it involves trading multiple times across games with NPCs from different games, so I just figured I would go for the easy, solid route. And as you see, using these Pokemon is pretty easy to get through all these matches. It's almost overpowering on all of your opponents, so let's just get into these battles, see how it works out.
Underway! Pokemon Tournament Pika Cup! This is a tournament for passionate, young, up, and coming Pokemon! A Psychic Blast! Mighty Blow with Word Go! That was quick! Down already! This is a wild one from the Word Go! Oh, it's Luna! How will the type difference affect that? Attack. Oh, this Pokemon looks wrong. Ah, it's a one-hit wonder. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon. Oh, it's Nidorina. The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1. The battle has become one-sided. There it goes. Wow, that's an effective hit. Wow, take it down with one hit. And there goes the battle. What kind of battle can we expect to see? Begin round 2. They strike fighting poses. Here's The upcoming battles look promising. We're into round 3. Hit you, Thunder Wave! Oops, it's paralyzed. It's paralyzed on the spot. They're just trading warning blows now. Savage attack! Heavy attack! What's this? Yeah, it's a hit! Neither one is conceding an inch. Ah, Thunderbolt! Will that be done? Wow! Going down! We're waiting for the next Pokemon. Oh, it's Magikarp! The Pokemon are entirely different types. How's that? Whoa! Looks like a bad Pokemon choice. Wow! That didn't take much. There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokemon. Oh, it's starting! The remaining Pokemon count is 3 to 1. The battle has become one-sided. There it goes! Classic hit! Wow! Taken down with one hit! And there goes the battle! Pokemon choice. The crowd's excitement is building over this hot battle. The trainer's changing Pokemon. Oh, it's Winnebago! What's this? There, it's a hit. How will the SWAT Pokemon fight? The commands are issued. What's next? Special stat is down. Hypnosis! Oh no, it's still asleep! Falling asleep is going to make this a one-sided fight. It's fast asleep. What'll it do? That's a good hit! Sparks are flying in this heated match. Oh, it still can't move. What now? Oh! What a furious battle! They strike fighting poses. It woke up. What's this? A decent hit. Both Pokemon are exhausted. Ice Beam. Good hit. Wow! Going down. We're waiting for the next Pokemon. Oh, it's Ninetales! It has to make up for lost ground. The Pokemon are entirely different types. They go into battle poses. Oh, what's that? There, it's a hit. Savage attack. Harsh blow. The crowd's excitement is building over this hot battle. Ember Shot. Yeah, it's a hit. A light path decided the outcome. What Pokemon will be fighting next? Oh, it's Spark! This is a fight between two different types of Pokemon. Right, that's Surf! stock is 2 to 1. The tense battle continues. There it goes! Round 0. Gone! It's a one-hit wonder! And there goes the battle! We're in the last half of the tournament. Things will get white hot. Begin round 5.
So when I first entered this battle, I was thinking that Kingler can't possibly be a level 16 Pokemon in any game, but as it turns out, in yellow version you can actually fish out a level 15 Kingler, so fun fact there.
What will the trainer do now? Severe hit. Neither one is conceding an inch. They go into battle poses. Oh, there's going to be a change of Pokemon. Oh, it's Alakazam! Whoa! Major damage! How will this swap affect the outcome? What's this? Harsh blow! Oh, it's down! We're waiting for the next Pokemon. Oh, it's Pika! It has to make up for lost ground. The Pokemon are entirely different types. What's next? A savage hit! Ice Beam! Hit the weak spot! Wow! Going down! What Pokemon will be fighting next? Oh, it's Arcana! This is a fight between 2 different types of Pokemon. Dragon Ray! Heavy damage! Oh! Is it down and out? There's only one Pokemon left in reserve. Oh, it's Voltorb! The remaining Pokemon stock is 2 to 1. The tense battle continues. What will it do? Oh! It's burrowed underground! Fireworks are flying in this battle. What now? Missed the target! Deep hit! Perfect aim! Gone! It's a one-hit wonder! And there goes the battle! Field is thinning out. We're into round 6.
So Seadra, on the other hand, is actually a Pokemon that you can't get at level 15 because the lowest level you can get it at is 20 through fishing in yellow version. However, it still shows up in the rentals, so I guess technically it is usable.
Oh, it's Wigglytuff! This is a fight between 2 different types of Pokemon. What's this? Harsh blow! It's more resistant to physical blows. Neither one is conceding an inch. What now? A savage hit! Savage attack! Missed the target! The crowd's excitement is building over this hot battle. Ride that serve! Yeah, it's a hit! Oh, it's down! There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon. Oh, it's Rhyhorn! The remaining Pokemon count is 3 to 1. The battle has become one-sided. Whoa! That's the weak spot.
Dugong is one of those Pokemon that doesn't show up in the rentals, but it can still be obtained at level 15. To do this, you just need to catch a level 15 Growlithe and then trade it for a Dugong at Cinnabar Island. But yet again, that's still only in yellow version.
Thunder Wave! Oops, it's paralyzed! It's paralyzed on the spot! They're both being cautious here. They strike fighting poses. Vigorous attack! A savage hit! What now? Severe hit! Neither one is conceding an ace. What'll it do? Boom! It's paralyzed on the spot. The intense battle continues. Right, Thunderbolt! There, it's a hit. Oh, is it down and out? We're waiting for the next Pokemon. Oh, it's Arcana! It has to make up for lost ground. The Pokemon are entirely different types. What's next? Oops, it's paralyzed. It's burrowed underground. The crowd's excitement is building over this hot battle. They go into battle poses. It's more resistant to physical blows. Big hit! Devastating! Wow! Going down! That defeat means a Pokemon swap. Oh, it's fun! This is a fight between two different types of Pokemon. Right, that's serve! That's the weak spot. It's paralyzed on the spot. Sparks are flying in this heated match. Savage attack. Super effective. It's down! There's only one Pokemon left in reserve. Oh, it's Meowth! The remaining Pokemon stock is 2-1. The tense battle continues. Wow! Major death! What's this? What's the weak? Fireworks are flying in this battle. There it goes! Power strike! Oh! Is it down and out? And there goes the battle!
And yet again, another Pokemon that is only available for the Pika Cup via fishing in the Safari Zone in yellow version, and that's Dragonair. You can't actually get one at that low of a level by fishing.
Ice Beam! Mighty blow to Squirtle! Massive quick! Down already! There's been major action already! Oh, it's Tornado! The Pokemon are entirely different types. They go into battle poses. What now? That's a good hit! Savage attack! Natural heat! Neither one is conceding an H. Now, what's this? Boom! Right, Thunderbolt! Super effective! Oh! Is it down and out? What Pokemon will be fighting next? The combatants face each other. Oh, it's Raichu! How will the type difference affect that? Pokemon left in reserve. Oh, it's Slowbro! The remaining Pokemon stock is 2 to 1. The tense battle continues. Vigorous attack! Wow, that's an effective hit! There's the attack! Yeah, it's a hit! The heated battle rages on! How's that? It's doubly effective! And it's down! Congratulations! The champion has been decided!
So if you are interested in reading up on all of the Pokemon you can actually possibly transfer over from game packs to get into this game for Pika Cup that aren't available via rentals, it's actually a very interesting read. You can go to Cerebi or Bulbapedia. They have a pretty comprehensive list of all this stuff. But thank you guys for watching, and look forward to some more Stadium videos coming up. Bye!